Pandemic was a global catastrophe that impacted economies and livelihood worldwide. To navigate challenges and criticalities arising out of the pandemic, organizations are trying to understand whether the ways of operating in the past are good fit for a post-pandemic future too. In this endeavor, human resource verticals of organizations have a unique advantage as they are positioned to empower enterprises to recover and thrive in the ever changing world of work, play a vital leadership role in shaping the way that an organization hires and develops talent sources and break away from traditional operating models to create new ones aimed at achieving most extensive and successful work outcomes. To help HR verticals strategically achieve their goals, Fortis Hospital Mumbai is hosting an HR conclave, reinventing role of HR in the new normal in Mumbai. The conclave aimed to help the HRs understand and manage the processes, protocols for well-being of the employees, and way forward to operate in the new normal in the wake of COVID-19 pandemic. I am your host, Aakriti Anand, and it's time to commence this event. As we say, कोई भी शुभ कार्य ईश वंदना के बिना शुरू नहीं होता है. And following the same rituals, we will begin this evening with the lamp lighting. I would like to invite the dignitaries for the lamp lighting session. Dr. S. Narayani, Zonal Director and SBU Head, Fortis Hospital, Mumbai. Ma'am, kindly step up on the stage for the lamp lighting. Along with her, I would also like to invite the Honorable Chief Guest, Mr. Ashish Kumar Chauhan, MD and CEO of Bombay Stock Exchange. Welcome, sir. I would also like to invite Mr. Ranjan Pandey, Chief Human Resource Officer, Fortis Healthcare. Ms. Rinku Mawani, Business Partner, Sales and Marketing, Fortis Hospital, Mumbai. Welcome, ma'am. Mr. Satish Patil, Zonal Head, Human Resource, Fortis Hospital, Mumbai. And I would also like to invite Mr. R.P. Singh, Member, Government of India at NIELIT. Welcome, sir. In the presence of all the honorable guests, can we please begin the lamp lighting? Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada. Thank you, dignitaries and guests. Dr. S. Narayani, we request you to kindly stay back as we would like to hear a welcome address from you. Let me give doctor's introduction. Dr. S. Narayani, Zonal Director and SBU Head, Fortis Hospital, Mumbai, India. She completed her MBBS from Nagpur and MD Pathology from Armed Forces, Pune. She joined Wockhardt Hospital, Mulund in 2002 as a part of the first few employees in the role of Head of Department Pathology, and she went on to take administrative responsibilities as medical superintendent in 2010, and within a span of 2 years, she became the head of the hospital. With her willingness to learn within a short period of time, she made Fortis Mulund from just another hospital in Mumbai to a hospital to reckon in the city. Today, the hospital is considered amongst the top hospitals in the Fortis group, featured in top 10 hospitals in the Week Survey 2018, and definitely one of the best hospitals in Mumbai, catering to national and international patients. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Narayani. Kindly stay back as we would request you to felicitate our chief guest. Mr. Ashish Kumar Chauhan, he's a technocrat from IIT and IIM, is the MD and CEO of BSE, Bombay Stock Exchange, with market capitalization of listed companies more than $3.5 trillion. At BSE since 2009, Ashish has helped it become the world's fastest exchange with 6 microseconds response time, completed its IPO, revived its revenues, introduced mobile stock trading in India, diversified in new areas including currencies, commodities, and equity derivatives, SME startups, mutual funds, and insurance distribution, IPO bond distribution, spot markets, power trading and international exchange of gift city, etc. Ashish acted as the CEO of IPL cricket team Mumbai Indians in its formative years and worked as the president and CIO of Reliance Group from the year 2000 to 2009 in the field of IT, e-commerce, public relations, media, telecom, sports, organized retail, IPO, petrochem, refining, oil and gas, etc. Ashish is one of the founder of NSE, National Stock Exchange, and is considered the father of modern financial derivatives in India due to his work there from 1993 to 2000. He is also the creator of Nifty Index and was in charge of creating the first screen-based trading. He started his career as a banker with IDBI. Ashish is a serial entrepreneur and considered amongst the foremost experts in the field of fintech, market microstructure, transaction processing, corporate governance, finance, regulatory policies, business technology, cricket, and Indian social issues. He has spoken at conferences organized by UN, WEF, WFE, UNCTAD, OECD, Commonwealth, etc. He has been a part of the policy committees of Ministry of Finance, Ministry of MSME, CBDT, RBI, SEBI, etc. He also headed the South Asia Federation of Exchanges, consisting of 20 plus exchanges. He has won several prestigious Indian and international awards over the last 3 decades, including Governance Now, Visionary Award 2021, CEO of the Year 2021 by FOW Asia, Mumbai Ratna, Digital Icon of the Year, Top 50 CIOs in the world, etc. He served on the board of prestigious Indian universities, including IIMs, AJNIFM, NITs, NIITs, etc., amongst his many social activities. He has been nominated as the Chancellor of University of Allahabad by the President of India, a nationally important and one of the oldest universities in Asia, set up in 1887. He is a distinguished visiting faculty at Ryerson University in Toronto and honorary professor at Nottingham University Business School. He has also co-authored a book titled on BSE, A Temple of Wealth Creation, a book titled Sthit Pragya, the process of maintaining equilibrium. He has written on his life journey. Can we please put our hands together for the talented, the person who does not need any introduction. He totally deserves a massive round of applause. The chief guest, Mr. Ashish Kumar Chauhan. Welcome, sir. Thank you so much, sir. And we can't agree more. India is in the forefront now, and we are going to be the youngest country. And with the dedicated workforce like you all, nobody can stop us. Well, in the beginning, I had the opportunity to speak with some of you, and I could see the eagerness that each one of you have for the panel discussions. So, my friends, it's time now to commence the panel discussions. Designed to encourage delegates, debates, opinion sharing, present best practices, and provoke forward thinking in COVID times. HR leaders need to rethink workforce, employee planning, management, performances, and experience strategies. My friends, history is evidence that there has always been a gender difference in our workforce. There has been a gender inequality, and disease also, in a way, affect men and women differently in terms of their lives and livelihoods. This pandemic was no different. It has expanded the gender inequality and disappropriately impacted working women in many ways. Experts fear that the marginal gains that were made in the last couple of decades could be nullified because of the effect of the pandemic. Well, in order to address this and many more questions, we have the first panel, which is on women at work navigating the pandemic. I would like to invite our moderator, Dr. Supriya Amay, Facility Director, Fortis Hospital, Kalyan. She is a clinical microbiologist by qualification with more than 15 years of experience in microbiology, infection control, and hospital administration. Welcome, ma'am. Can we hear it for doctor? Well, ma'am, please settle down. I would now like to invite the panel. Ms. Anisha Udeshi, Senior Director at Cipla Limited, skilled in management claims, management, risk management, and business strategy. Welcome, Ms. Anisha Udeshi. Ma'am, kindly settle down. Up next on the panel, we have Ms. Urvi Aradhya, Group Chief Human Resource Officer at K. Raheja Group. She has been instrumental in inducting the choicest talent pool and integrating the best people practices. Welcome, ma'am. Well, up next on the panel, we have Ms. Shraddha Pradhan, Vice President, HR with ICICI Lombard Insurance. She is an HR professional with 25 years of work experience across industries, multiple countries, Fortune 500 organization, and large-scale GPTW workplaces. Welcome, ma'am. Well, we have some more talented ladies on the panel. Up next is Ms. Padma Gupta, Director, HR and Customer Experiences, South Asia, Hafel, India. Ms. Padma Gupta comes with over 20 years of rich experience in human resource management across diverse industries like manufacturing, hardware, and building materials, oil and gas, and consulting. Welcome, ma'am. Up next, Akshada Mali, Head Human Resource, Vakarangi Limited, HR professional with 20 years of experience in the entire gamut of HR. She has worked with various companies in different sectors, manufacturing, logistics, and service industry. So here you have the beautiful, gorgeous, and talented panel. Over to you, moderator, ma'am.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to moderate this session today.
Well, thank you so much, panelists and our moderator, for beautifully concluding the entire session. We request the panelists to kindly stay on the stage. We would like to felicitate you. Requesting moderator, Dr. Supriya Amay, to kindly felicitate Ms. Anisha Udeshi, Senior Director, Cipla Limited, panelist. Up next, we would like to felicitate Ms. Urvi Aradhya, Group Chief Human Resource Officer, K. Raheja Group. Up next, we would like to felicitate Ms. Shraddha Pradhan, Vice President, Human Resource, ICICI Lombard Insurance. We would like to felicitate Ms. Padma Gupta, Director, Human Resource and Customer Experience, South Asia, Hafel, India. Inviting Ms. Akshata Mali, Head Human Resource, Vakarangi Limited. Thank you so much, lovely ladies, for sharing all the insights. It was a brilliant session. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I'm sure everybody in the audience also enjoyed it. The women, definitely, I see a beautiful smile on their face, and the men, we got a chance to understand women a bit better, didn't we? The new coronavirus COVID-19 pandemic is unprecedented in recent history, with global impacts including high rates of mortality and morbidity, and loss of income and sustained social isolation for millions of people. The effect of crisis will have on population's mental health, both in the short and the long term, is unknown. There is minimal evidence about the acute phase mental health impacts of large-scale epidemics across countries. As corporate, it is our responsibility to prepare our employees for the constantly changing world of work and increase pressure. The pandemic has radically transformed the world. Businesses are run and services delivered. Remote working disrupts a healthy work-life balance. Face-to-face contact and human interactions, which were considered so essential for emotional well-being, have taken a backseat. The next panel discussion is going to address all these issues. Panel discussion is on employees' mental health and COVID-19, learnings and way forward. I would like to invite our moderator, Mr. Kunal Punamia, Chief Executive Officer, SL Raheja Hospital, a Fortis associate, on stage. He is a healthcare professional with an administrative experience of over 18 years, a doctor by chance, but an administrator by choice. Kunal has a strong exposure in clinical and non-clinical administrative aspects of hospitals, with key interest in projects costing of services and clinical program development, including academic programs across various faculties. Welcome, sir. Well, on the panel, we have Mr. Manoj Sharma, Senior Executive Vice President and CHRO of Adani Electricity. He has 35 years of professional experience of working with large corporates. Also, a Chairman, SOCHAM, National Council of Industrial Relations, Policy and Reforms. Welcome, sir, Mr. Manoj. Well, joining on the panel, we have Mr. KEP, Geo Unit HR Manager with Schamberger, with more than 23 years of experience. He is managing many functions within HR like transactions and payroll, processes and systems, master data and data analytics, HR services, and now HR management, being the HR manager for India and Bangladesh. Welcome, sir. Well, joining on the panel, we have Mrs. Sangeeta Parmeshwaran, Head HR Operations, Blue Star Limited. Sangeeta Parmeshwaram has a multifaceted journey of over 2 decades across the vital functions of human resource, corporate communication, and digital marketing, as well as corporate social responsibilities across renowned companies such as Blue Star, Bombay Dyeing, and Kaya Life. Welcome, ma'am. Up next on the panel, I would like to invite Mr. Suraj Kumar from Axis Bank. He is a human resource professional with 26 plus years of experience in HR domain across banking and manufacturing industry with significant exposure to change management and strategic HR. Currently, he is the Senior Vice President, Human Resource. Welcome, sir. Well, last but not least, on the panel, we have Mr. Joydeep Roy. He is the human resource leader for advisory at PwC and has 26 years of experience in various leadership roles, played a critical role in highly successful team acquisition, strategies, and leadership hiring and setting COE. Welcome, sir. So, my friends, this is the panel, and we are going to discuss about employees' mental health and COVID-19 learnings and way forward. Over to you, moderator, Dr. Kunal.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for the warm welcome. Well, mental health has been a challenge during this pandemic.
Thank you so much, panel. It was indeed a brilliant session on a topic which was essential for all of us to discuss. I would request the panelists to kindly stay back as we would like to felicitate you, requesting moderator Dr. Kunal to kindly felicitate our guest. First up, Mr. Manoj Sharma, Senior Executive Vice President and Chief Human Resource Officer, Adani Electricity Limited. Thank you so much, sir. Up next, we would like to felicitate Mr. P.K. Yee, Geo Unit HR Manager, India and Bangladesh, Scumberger Asia Services Private Limited. Mrs. Sangeeta Parmeshwaran, Head Human Resource Operations, Blue Star Limited. Mr. Suraj Kumar, Vice President, Human Resource, Axis Bank. And last but not least, Mr. Joydeep Roy, Human Resource Leader for Advisory. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for being with us and for imparting all the knowledge. Well, it's been a while since the virus has forced all of us workplaces to announce work from home. While some organizations took it very easy, they were happy about it, some were not so happy about it. Work from home worked smoothly for sectors like information technology and services. It wasn't as easy for housing, manufacturing, education, FMCG, aviation, railway, transport, shipping, leisure, and travel. These are the industries which require face-to-face interactions. In many cases, people unaccustomed to using technology faced a steep learning curve while handling computers and taking part in online meetings. Well, we've all heard that. Am I audible? Am I audible? Yeah, the common phase during the pandemic. 1.5 years later, with the second wave of infections now set to be receding and vaccination drive underway, there is a dilemma now. How do we reimagine the workforce? How do we adapt to the new normal? Well, to address all these questions, I would like to invite the next panel. Our moderator, who will be moderating the session, would be our very own Dr. S. Narayani, Zonal Director and SBU Head, Fortis Hospital. Ma'am, please join us on stage. Joining her on the panel is Mr. Jagannath Oleti. He is currently the Vice President and Head at HR for Larsen & Toubro Limited Defense, which is a part of Larsen & Toubro conglomerate. He has over 30 years of experience spanning across multiple sectors at leadership levels. Welcome, sir. Up next, I would like to invite Mr. Vikas Shirke. He is working with CET Limited as Head HR Manufacturing and heading COE for Employee Relation of RPG Group. Welcome, sir. Up next on the panel, I would like to invite Mr. Ranjan Pandey. He is Chief Human Resource Officer at Fortis Healthcare Limited and a member of the management team. Ranjan has been a HR practitioner and thought leader for over 3 decades and has worked with organizations like Myland Labs, Reliance Retail, Ranbaxy Lab Limited, Escorts Limited, and Samtel India Limited. Welcome, sir. Next up on the panel is Ms. Preeti Sakre. She is HR leader at TUV Nord Group and National Secretary at Human Rights and Anti-Corruption Council of India. She has won national award by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, former President of India, Humanitarian Awards by National Human Rights Council India for contributing towards community and its development. Welcome, ma'am. Last but not the least on the panel, we have Mr. Vinayak Jairam, Executive Vice President and Head HR at Kotak Mahindra General Insurance Corporate Limited. Mr. Vinayak has had a diversified HR career spanning over 16 years. He started as an electrical engineer with Tata Steel right after graduating from REC Jamshedpur, where he was in the top 5 percentile of students. Welcome, sir. So my friends, here we begin the panel discussion, reimagining the workforce, adapting to a new normal. Over to you, moderator.
Welcome to the panel. Pleasure having all of you all here. And
thank you so much, panel. Of course, Doctor, you moderated the session really well. Now we would like to felicitate our panelists. First up, I would request Dr. S. Narayani to felicitate Mr. Jagannath Uleti, Vice President and Head, Human Resources, Larsen and Toubro. Thank you, sir. Up next, we would like to felicitate Mr. Vikas Shirke, Vice President, Manufacturing, Human Resource and ER, CET Limited. Up next, Mr. Ranjan Pandey, Chief Human Resource Officer, Fortis Healthcare. Mr. Vinayak Jairam, Executive Vice President and Head Human Resource, Kotak Mahindra Gen Insurance Company Limited. And last but not the least, Ms. Preeti Sakre, Human Resource Leader, TUV Nord Group. Thank you so much, gentlemen, and thank you so much, Dr. S. Narayani. It was indeed a pleasure to have all of you over here, and I am sure the session was really, really helpful for everybody in navigating and adapting a new normal for a life post-COVID. Now, I would like to request Ms. Rinku Mawani, Business Partner, Sales, Fortis Hospital, Mumbai, to kindly join us for the vote of thanks. Ms. Rinku Mawani, Business Partner Sales, Fortis Hospital, Mumbai. Rinku Mawani began her professional journey in the healthcare industry more than 17 years ago and brings with her an extensive and rich experience in healthcare sales and marketing. She has been closely associated with Fortis family for almost a decade and has excelled in multiple roles, gaining several accolades along the way. Her commendable expertise in sales and her business acumen has positioned the flagship hospital of Fortis Hospitals, Mumbai, at Mulund as one of the top 10 corporate hospitals in the city. Her excellent leadership skills and diverse knowledge has been a constant source of inspiration to her subordinates and colleagues alike. Her ability to conceptualize and accomplish business strategies and produce desired results have contributed to the growth of the company. Rinku Mawani was recently awarded Asia's biggest award, Six Sigma Excellence Award in 2022 for Best Marketing Professional of the Year. She continues to partake and shine as one of the most valuable members of Fortis Hospitals, Mumbai. Can we please put our hands together and welcome Miss Rinku Mawani. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you, Aakriti. A very good evening to all of you present here today. It indeed.
On that note, thank you so much, everyone, for being present over here. We really respect and value your time, and we hope that you felt that we provided value for your time. Thank you so much for everybody who spoke on the panel, our moderators, our respected chief guest, Mr. Ashish Chauhan, the HRs, the delegates, the Fortis team. Also, we would like to thank the event company What Next IMS for putting this event together. Thank you to the light technicians, sound technicians, the hospitality people from the hotel. This is me, your host, Aakriti Anand, now signing off. Bon appetit. Dinner is ready outside for you. It's waiting. Kindly have it. Enjoy your meals. And good night. Shabba khair. Shubh Ratri. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.